Survival was not merely a concept, it was the very breath of the Mongol warrior. Every dawn brought a new challenge, a new test of endurance against the vast, unforgiving steppe. Honor was their shield, a code etched into their very being. It dictated their actions, their loyalties, and their unwavering commitment to the tribe and the Khan. Conquest was their destiny, a relentless drive that reshaped continents. From the windswept plains, they forged an empire of unparalleled scale and ferocity. This was a life defined by brutal realities, where only the strong endured. Yet, within this harsh existence, lay a strategic brilliance that defied the ages. We glimpse into the daily routines of these legendary figures. Their lives were a crucible, forging one of history's most formidable and terrifying forces. They were the architects of an empire, a testament to human will and military genius. Their legacy echoes through the annals of time, a story of power and dominion. The first light of dawn pierced the felt walls of the yurt, the GER, a portable home. It was a stark awakening, signaling the start of another day in a world of constant motion. Life began before the sun fully ascended. The air was crisp, often biting, a constant reminder of the steppe's raw power and the need for vigilance. Essential daily rituals commenced without hesitation. Each action was deliberate, honed by generations of nomadic existence and the demands of warfare. Weapons were meticulously cleaned, their edges sharpened, their surfaces polished. A warrior's life depended on the flawless function of his tools of war. Bows were carefully stretched, their powerful limbs tested. The composite bow was the Mongols' most devastating weapon, requiring constant care and attention. Horses, the very soul of the Mongol warrior, were readied. They were more than mounts, they were companions, extensions of the warrior's own will and speed. Sustenance for the day was simple, yet potent. It was designed for endurance, for long rides and arduous campaigns across vast distances. Irag, fermented mare's milk, provided vital hydration and energy. This traditional drink was a staple, sustaining warriors through lean times and long marches. Meat jerky, dried and preserved, offered concentrated protein. It was lightweight, easily carried, and provided the necessary fuel for their demanding lifestyle. Dumplings, often filled with meat, were a more substantial meal when available. These hearty provisions sustained the warriors through their relentless endeavors. Relentless practice of key skills was not a choice, it was survival. Every waking hour was an opportunity to hone the deadly arts of the Mongol warrior. Archery on horseback stood as the cornerstone of their skill. They could loose arrows with terrifying accuracy at full gallop, a feat unmatched by any other army. The thunder of hooves, the twang of bowstrings, the whistle of arrows. This was the symphony of their training, a constant rehearsal for the battlefield. Swordplay was practiced with fierce intensity. Though the bow was primary, close quarters combat demanded mastery of the saber and other bladed weapons. Endurance exercises pushed the body to its limits. Long rides, forced marches, and the ability to withstand extreme conditions were paramount for survival. Horsemanship was ingrained from childhood. They rode before they walked, becoming one with their mounts, capable of incredible feats of equestrian agility. Spiritual preparation often preceded battle. The Mongols were deeply connected to their natural world and the unseen forces that governed it. Connection with Tengri, the sky god, was central to their beliefs. They sought divine favor, believing their conquests were ordained by the eternal blue sky. Shamanic rituals were performed to seek guidance and strength. These ancient practices provided comfort, insight, and a sense of destiny before the storm of war. They believed in the power of the elements, the spirits of the land. This spiritual foundation gave them an unshakable resolve in the face of overwhelming odds. The Mongol army was a marvel of organization, a terrifyingly efficient machine. Its structure was based on the decimal system, a simple yet brilliant innovation. Units of 10, known as an arban, formed the smallest cohesive fighting group. These small bands fostered intense loyalty and mutual reliance among warriors. 10 arbans formed a zuun, a unit of 100. This hierarchical structure ensured clear lines of command and rapid communication across the vast army. 10 zuuns comprised a minghan, a unit of 1,000. This system allowed for immense flexibility and control, even over hundreds of thousands of men. Finally, 10 Minghans formed a Tumen, division of 10,000. This formidable force could operate independently or as part of a larger, coordinated assault. Each warrior had a defined role, contributing to the seamless operation of the war machine. No position was insignificant, every part was vital. Scouts ranged far ahead, their eyes and ears the vanguard of the army. They gathered intelligence, mapping terrain, and identifying enemy positions. Messengers, riding swift horses, carried vital orders across vast distances. Their speed and reliability were crucial for coordinating complex maneuvers. Frontline warriors, the shock troops, bore the brunt of the fighting. Their courage and skill were the spearhead of every Mongol advance. Absolute discipline was the bedrock of their success. Orders were obeyed without question, for the good of the whole outweighed any individual's desire. Camaraderie was essential, a bond forged in the crucible of shared hardship. Warriors fought for each other, their lives intertwined by fate and loyalty. Disobedience meant death, a swift and brutal end. This harsh reality ensured unwavering adherence to command, creating an unstoppable force. The Mongol army employed devastatingly effective tactics. Their military genius lay not just in brute force, but in cunning and psychological warfare. Feigned retreats were a hallmark of their strategy. They would lure enemies into a false sense of victory, only to turn and unleash a devastating counterattack. Encirclements were executed with chilling precision. They would envelop enemy forces, cutting off escape routes and crushing them from all sides. Psychological warfare was a potent weapon. Rumors of their ferocity, their ruthlessness, often broke enemy morale before a single arrow was fired. Genghis Khan's famous campaigns stand as testaments to his strategic brilliance. He was a master of logistics, intelligence, and grand strategy. The campaign against Khwarezm was a brutal demonstration of their power. A vast empire was shattered, its cities razed, its armies annihilated. His campaigns in China were a long, arduous struggle. Yet, through relentless pressure and innovative siegecraft, he brought the mighty Jin dynasty to its knees. The invasion of Persia showcased their ability to project power across immense distances. The ancient caliphate crumbled before their relentless advance. They mastered intelligence gathering, creating vast networks of spies. No enemy movement, no strategic weakness escaped their watchful eyes. Maps, meticulously drawn and constantly updated, guided their movements. They understood terrain, using it to their advantage in every engagement. Communication was swift and reliable, a vital artery of their command. A sophisticated relay system ensured orders reached the furthest reaches of the army. After the dust settled, adherence to the Yassa, Genghis Khan's law code, was paramount. It was a strict, comprehensive legal system governing all aspects of life. The Yassa ensured order, justice, and the distribution of spoils. It was a revolutionary code, designed to unite disparate tribes under a single, powerful authority. Treatment of conquered populations varied greatly. Some faced utter annihilation, while others were spared, their skills and resources absorbed into the empire. There were varying degrees of mercy for prisoners. Those who resisted fiercely often met a grim end, while skilled artisans or scholars might be spared. A surprising tolerance for religion was often observed. As long as tribute was paid and loyalty maintained, local customs and beliefs were largely undisturbed. The uncertain fate of the warrior after victory was a constant reality. The battlefield was a place of both triumph and profound loss. Return to camp could mean celebration, a share of the spoils, and the camaraderie of fellow survivors. It was a moment of respite, however brief. But it also meant scars, both visible and unseen. The physical wounds of battle were a constant companion, a reminder of the brutal cost of war. Or it could mean death, a final, abrupt end to the warrior's journey. The steppe claimed many, even in victory, through wounds, disease, or exhaustion. The ever-present realities of burnout weighed heavily. The relentless pace of conquest, the constant danger, took a toll on mind and body. Wounds, often untreated, led to lingering pain and disability. The harsh war conditions offered little comfort or medical care for the injured. Short life expectancy was a grim truth for the Mongol warrior. Their lives were often brief, consumed by the demands of an empire built on conquest. Yet, the myths of their toughness and resilience endure. They were a force of nature, a testament to human endurance and the will to dominate. Pondering survival as a Mongol warrior evokes a profound sense of awe. It was a life of extreme hardship, yet also one of immense purpose and power. To live a day in their boots was to confront the raw essence of existence. It was a testament to human adaptability, courage, and unyielding resolve. The enduring fascination with their triumphs continues to captivate. They built an empire that stretched across continents, a feat of unparalleled military might. But their tragedies also resonate, the immense human cost of their conquests. Their story is a complex tapestry of glory and devastation. They were more than conquerors, they were architects of a new world order. Their legacy shaped trade routes, cultural exchange, and the very map of the globe. The Mongol warrior stands as an eternal symbol of power, discipline, and the relentless pursuit of destiny. Their echo still reverberates through history. Would you survive a single day as a Mongol warrior? Would you ride with Genghis Khan or stand against him? Please like and subscribe the Turkish Odyssey. It is free and means world to us. Ride with us through history. The Turkish Odyssey continues. Thank you for watching. Please join us in search of next adventure.